Everyone, so I am about to curl my hair for the day, and I do get a lot of questions about how to curl your hair, what products to use. So I just wanted to kind of go through my everyday hair tutorial, which are some nice beachy sort of loose waves. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. I'm thinking about doing more tutorials, like I said, just because I do get a lot of questions. So we'll start. I'm using my Hot Tools 1.5 inch curling iron. It is ceramic. I do like ceramic compared to metal only because of the fact that it heats up a lot more evenly, distributes the heat a lot more evenly, and compared to like the metal curling irons, straighteners, whatever you want to use. But it definitely is a lot safer for your hair and it smooths it out a lot better. It isn't as harsh, but again, it is a preference thing. I do like the way the ceramic looks on my hair rather than a metal curling iron, but it is a preference, so whatever you want to do. So this is my hair natural. I just blow dried it just to kind of dry it up a little bit. You can see that it's straight, but I do have like this weird like kink wave to it, so I do like to either straighten it or curl it. My go-to is the loose beach waves with my curling iron, so I'll show you that. So I section side to side. I do have thinner hair. I make it look more thick and voluminous with product, but I section the front from the back, and I do have these little bang pieces up front, and I do like to separate them so you can see some sort of distinction so that it's not just this whole section. So I just grab pieces, and I like to curl away from my face. Again, it is a preference thing if you like to curl more in towards your face, but I do like the look of it curled out. So I'm gonna start, and I am gonna be looking over here just because that is where my mirror is. Especially the bang pieces, I don't hold them for as long because I don't like them to be super tight because they are on my face and they do start kicking out if I hold them too tight and it looks like Farrah Fawcett hair, so don't want that. But it's basically, I'm just going in and grabbing pieces and curling away from my face. As I work away from my face, I do hold it a little bit longer just so I can get that volume and that nice curl around my, like, voluminous curl around. One thing to remember is that not every curl has to be perfect. And then when you're all said and done, it will curl. Doesn't matter if you have one curl that's just not wanting to work right or whatever. Don't spend too much time on it because in the end, like I said, it will all melt together beautifully. You will have beautiful hair. How I curl is I start by grabbing the piece of hair, which I'll show you on the next one, a little slower. But I take a piece of hair and I start in the middle, still open, till I get about almost all the way down. Twist, and then I'm twisting until I get my ends in there, which I do have my ends in there as you can see. And then I'm just going to wrap and hold. Hold it straight up and down so you do get those nice pretty ringlets that go like that. And also so you can heat up this part right here so that it's not just, you're not just curling down here, you do get some of that volume throughout in here. I'm just curling. Need to grease this thing. It's a little squeaky. So the 1.5 inch curling iron does give you those bigger curls. If you're looking for the tighter ones, you can use the 1 inch or the 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, whatever you want to use. Just remember that the smaller the barrel, the tighter the curl. Especially people with long hair, a wand or something like that might be easier for you if you feel like you get really frustrated with with this type of curling iron. Because, I mean, it can get super frustrating. I mean, I don't have long, thick hair, so it's easy for me. It was easy for me to learn how to use this because it wasn't like I was sitting here for 4 hours. I mean, the first time I did it, it did take a really long time. But just remember that practice makes perfect. So When I first started learning how to curl my hair, I literally sat here all day and just kept curling my hair, curling my hair. Probably wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but I learned how to curl my hair. Now I can usually get through it in a couple minutes. So I'm going to start on this side. I finished this side. Again, I'm going with the little bang pieces right here. I don't want to make them too tight because, again, I do not want Farrah Fawcett hair. Can't talk today. But back to the smaller barrels. If you have an event or something like that, I would go for a smaller barrel, only because if your event is at like 9 o'clock at night and you're getting ready at 4, if you use this 1-inch curling iron, by the time the event happens, your curls will be so loose that you won't even be able to see them. So they'll just kind of more look like a natural body wave, which if that's a look you're going for, great, use the 1.5 inch. But if you're looking to have more so like the finished product of this, I would go with a little bit of a tighter curl. That way by the time your event actually happens, they will have fallen enough and they will look absolutely beautiful. For the people who whose hair doesn't hold a curl, I would recommend spraying hairspray in your hair and brushing the hairspray through. So that way you have some sort of hold throughout your hair, and it isn't, it'll help to just, like I said, hold a lot better than if you didn't have anything in your hair. You know, there are those people like me, I'm sorry everyone, but my hair does hold a curl pretty easily, which is kind of funny because I do have such straight hair. But I also like the look of how loose the curls are when I don't use hairspray towards the end of the day. I like that body wave look because I don't have that naturally. You know, the thing too is you don't want to spray like 1,000 pounds of hairspray into your hair because otherwise it'll just look crunchy, and it'll also be too heavy for your curls and your curls will fall. So just a light spray and then brush it into your hair is probably the easiest way to just get some sort of hold so that you can have those really beautiful lightweight curls. You know, you don't want to look all crunchy on the beach. Also, if you have a lot of layers, I would recommend sectioning the top of your hair from the bottom. That way you can get a little bit more distinction between the layers and the length of your hair. And it'll also be a lot easier too. You don't have so much, especially if you have like a lot of hair, you won't have too much hair to work with. It won't be so overwhelming. So all done curling. So now I'm going to go through and just finger brush. Just kind of put everything where I like it. So you can see these little guys are starting to do that Farrah Fawcett thing. Just got to kind of tame them down a little bit. Twist, twist, twist. So that would be my everyday hair tutorial, how I curl my hair, boom, and I'm done. Well, I found this new Redken product. I mean, I don't know if it's new. Like I said, I am new to the Redken family, and so I'm trying out all the products and all the hair and everything like that. I come from Aveda, so I'm just kind of trying to find what kind of products I like through Redken. So I really like the Redken Windblown. It gives your hair just this beautiful, beautiful windblown look. Like it's completely natural, like you didn't even curl your hair this morning. It kind of separates everything. It doesn't make your hair crunchy. It's not like a hairspray or anything like that. But it does smell amazing, like absolutely amazing. I could literally wear this as perfume. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm gonna come over here, same thing, spray, 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 scrunch. Get that little bang out of the way. And there's my hair. One thing I do want to say too is that this will look a lot different on someone who has long, thick, gorgeous hair. Because for me, I have shorter hair, not as thick, definitely more on the thinner side. The more weight you have in your hair, the a lot looser the curls will be. So a lot of my clients that I do use this curling iron on, the curls are definitely a lot more at the bottom. They look a lot more natural. But for me, since I do have shorter hair, there's no sort of weight on the hair. Definitely bounces up, and I do like to give it that super natural you know, like I didn't even try. I woke up this morning, rolled out of bed sort of look. So yeah, I definitely love the Hot Tools 1.5-inch curling iron. Ceramic, I do love ceramic, like I said in the beginning. And the Redken Windblown. So try that. I will have some of these products for sale for all of my clients coming up. But again, I just wanted to do this tutorial just so that I can kind of show you guys. I am planning on doing more tutorials, and if that's, especially if that's something that you would like to see, please let me know. If you absolutely hated this video, let me know too. I would like to know that, which I hope you don't hate this video. It's my first tutorial, so please go easy on me. But if you have any questions or if you'd like to see me do anything else, just let me know. But it was fun. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys go out and get your own 1.5-inch curling iron, and we can make beautiful, curly, natural, wind-blown curls together. Bye, guys.